Welcome, everyone, to the March 21st meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm Barb Lewis, President, and to my left is fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill. Virtually is Vice President Jeff Benton. We have with us our County Administrator, Tracy Davies, our Deputy Administrator, Don Houston, our clerks, Jennifer Walraven and Sarah DeNova. We can begin.
Resolution number 22-197, in the matter of approving electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held March 17th, 2022.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-197. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 22-198. In the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0318, memo transfers in batch number MTA APR 0318, and procurement card payments in batch number PC APR 0318.
So moved.
Second, discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 22-198. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-199, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-199. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-200, in the matter of accepting the treasurer report for the month of February 2022.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-200. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-201, a resolution select an alternate to serve in place of the President of the Board of the Delaware General Health District Advisory Council.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-201. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-202, in the matter of setting date, time, and place for the final hearing by the Commissioners for the proposed English 346 watershed drainage improvement.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-202. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-203, in the matter of setting date, time, and place for the final hearing by the Commissioners for the proposed Webster Arnold number 355 watershed drainage improvement.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-203. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-204, in the matter of setting date, time, and place for the final hearing by the Commissioners for the proposed Kingston number 2017-2 watershed drainage improvement.
So moved.
Second,
I'll
discussion.
just comment that we have a lot of hearings coming up.
No, we do. That we do. Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-204. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-205, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation for the Delaware County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Jared Zarello with Delaware County Board of DD. We are seeking approval for the supplemental appropriations for our severance reserve fund and the amount of $82,000.
Okay, any discussion? Vote.
Vote on motion 22-205. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jared.
Resolution number 22-206, in the matter of approving a permit for the use of Delaware County facilities.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Jane Hawes, Director of Communications. We have before you a facilities permit request. The Boardman Arts Park would like to be able to use the Union Street parking lots on 4 different dates this year for events that they'll be holding. They would be similar to some other community events. They would be having a shuttle bus running from the lots over to the park. They've learned over time that they do get overflow in that area, so they want to offset it. And we recommend approval at no cost.
Okay. Any further discussion? Vote.
Vote on motion 22-206, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 22-207, in the matter of approving plans, specifications, estimate, and setting the bid date for the project known as 2022 Delaware County Road Improvement Program.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Yes, good afternoon, Commissioners. Lee Bodnar with the Engineers Office. Before you for your consideration is a $3.8 million road improvement project that totals the road program for this year for the county engineers that will benefit county roads and also township roads. This program also allows for crack sealing and for some preventive maintenance. The bid is to be opened on April 12th at 10 a.m., and the work will be done between April 25th and October 1st.
Okay, any questions? Comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 22-207, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Our Director of Environmental Services has an other business item today, resolution number 22-208, in the matter of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners approving the termination of the Ohio EPA Trust dated June 19th, 2009, and authorizing Commissioner Lewis to execute the termination acknowledgement letter on behalf of the board.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. So this resolution is, it's for us to close the trust account that we currently have with First Commonwealth Bank. First Commonwealth recently notified us that they would be charging us $2,500 per year if we want to maintain this trust. We currently don't need it because Rumpke is going to be having a trust held on this transfer station for us as required by the EPA. So it's about $19,700 that we would be transferring back into our cash account.
Okay.
Is this a normal charge or is this something new?
It's something new. It's, I think, due to the banking transition away from First Commonwealth. We had previously not been paying anything, where now they're requiring us to pay that fee.
Okay, any other comments, questions? Vote.
Vote on motion 22-208, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Thanks.
And at this time, I would like to make a motion to, do you read the motion or do you want me to make it?
I can read the motion.
Okay.
Resolution number 22-209, in the matter of taking from the table, resolution number 22-195, a joint application by the prosecuting attorney and the Board of County Commissioners to the Common Pleas Court to authorize the appointment of Kip Wallers Esquire as legal counsel to provide the Treasurer's Office with a legal opinion regarding RC 321.09.
So move. Any second so we can discuss? Hearing no
I believe the motion dies for lack of a second.
motion dies for lack of a second. Okay, commissioners' reports. Commissioner Merrill.
You have nothing, Commissioner? First, I'll just make a comment. The indication was we were going to give time for this letter to come from the auditor's office, and that was a reason, giving some time, and that was, we talked about a week to 10 days, and we were planning on bringing that up next week, and I think that's an appropriate time to bring it up. So with that, I'll move on. Of course, I had a board meeting Friday, and followed it up with a meeting this morning, and We will have an increase in our rates, but I think everybody expects that. The exact increase is going to be a function somewhat of whatever the increase in the value of our property is. So, but we should be getting that number before much longer. And I don't really think I have anything else.
Okay, Commissioner Benton.
Don't really have anything to say.
And nothing today. Deputy Administrator?
I have nothing
Administrator?
either, thank you.
Yeah, reversing, okay. I went to Strengthening Families. It was an open house sponsored by United Way in which they could really showcase so much of what they had done. And it was just amazing. They are in the Willis Education Center, and there are so many opportunities that have been expanded for families in need. And President Brandon Feller mentioned that even those students who are being homeschooled come in after school. And they just did a great job. They used their time during the pandemic to redo a lot of the rooms, and I would urge everyone to follow what Strengthening Families is doing. And that is all I have.
I don't believe we have a need for executive. Oh, well, okay, we can mark executive. Resolution number 22-210, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for pending litigation.
So moved.
Second discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-210. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye, we are now recessed into executive session.